What's this? That's
Episode 3?
Episode 3. Oh, I've many an episode. I've had many an episode.
Oh, you need to move your brush at the camera.
As a count with my brush.
Are you brushing your hair after the
I
storm?
don't know. I get caught in the storm. I don't know where to brush my hair. I might just sit.
Just sit and twiddle your
Think it's quite. Do you know? I'm just like a mad person. It's quite. Do you know what I mean? Like,
There's mad people every... Well,
just sit and brush your hair like that.
They're brushing their face now.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like to have a wee brush at my beard.
No.
Oh, I'd have to apologise for my beard. I know it's like. I mean, it's like, the beard's like a wild woman's fanny, but it's
They're
just...
brushing their beard for gua sha.
For what?
It's like lymphatic drainage.
Oh, I just quite like it because it's a wee itchy thing.
You're going to sit and do that.
I might do that forever. Just sit and listen to you talk like that. Hi. You talk. I can't be bored. I've been out in the storm. Been out in the storm all day.
Oh,
no,
welcome.
I know.
Well, welcome to Matters of the Heart.
Good tales.
Well, that looks good.
Is that good? Is that,
Oh,
is
that's
that
got a bit of a buffon.
Oh.
You're reminding me of Hyacinth Bouquet.
Oh, I'm feeling touching. Oh, I know. Rest in peace, poor.
Oh, what's her name?
Patricia Routledge.
Dame Patricia.
Ethel wasn't moved by it. Ethel.
Ethel
No, I was in the car with Ethel, my mother, when her death was announced, and she couldn't stand that woman. I went, do you know what I mean? I went, do you know what I mean? The character. I don't care. There was no sympathy. But she did concede. Maybe it's just a mark of how good an actress is, how much I couldn't stand her. There was a lot of rubbish.
I think she was quite. I think it's kind of typecast though. Hyacinth Bouquet was quite her.
Yes, aye.
There didn't seem to be very much manoeuvring from when I've seen her on camera in other types.
No, she played a very particular role very, very well. Mm-hmm. But I didn't see her. I don't think I really watched. She was Hetty Wainthrope?
It's before my time.
Hetty Wainthrope Investigates. No, that wasn't her. That's Stallion.
We'll get loads of messages with folk. And what I love about this podcast is the messages that we get from people as they're listening to it.
Right.
I can tell where they are in it because, for instance, my auntie told me that there is a new key in Wales.
Oh, there is a new key in Wales. Right.
I was right.
Oh, one was...
One's got a space in it, though.
Right.
So how would you say new key and new key?
Oh, Nuki. Well, it's Nuki.
Nuki.
I'm going for Nuki.
I'm going for Nuki.
Going for Nuki.
Because that was what my father was arguing. That they were pronounced differently.
Well, they would be pronounced differently.
How?
Nuki and then Nuki. That's
go and tell me where that was pronounced differently.
Nuki and Nuki. There's a very distinct. There's a very distinct gap. Very distinct gap between.
There was not
the W and the Q and one and the W. There was a very distinct gap. Nuki.
Oh, welcome to Matters of the Heart and Other Failures, the podcast getting to the heart of it all, whether it's pronounced Nuki or New Key.
Aye. This week I'm feeling more on the failure side of the podcast. So I was just wondering, like, you know what? Like I think I said last week, I'd like touch the cold. You know when you get rid of the cold, but you don't.
Oh, it feels lingers a bit.
You just don't feel right the rest of the week. Like,
was it not the Cranberries that sang about lingering?
Yeah, I got to let it linger.
But I don't want to let it linger.
No, well, something. Well, I don't know. There's some things you let linger.
Like what?
I still thought the broadcast. No, that's not the broadcast. Well, this isn't the broadcast, is it? Because we're not the.
Not live, anyway.
No live anyway.
One day we might live broadcast it.
I think we should do that sometime.
There's no there's also no regulatory requirements around podcasts apart from if you're advertising things.
All right.
That's why a lot of people say, "Oh, this podcast's not sponsored." Just to be clear of the Advertising Standards Agency.
Well, if you'd like Fly Away Hell at Mine, L'Oreal, because I'm worth it. That's. I'm also just to the interest of transparency. I'm sponsored by Slim Fast.
It's no fucking fast.
Well, it was. There was 35 on the week before we started. So, came right out.
Talking about our
Why?
figure,
Yeah,
I've been seeing a bit of definition around the titillage area.
she's found a wee bit of definition.
I found my chest bone
He's found a chest bone.
for the first time in fucking years.
Just the only thing that's been discovered about here.
What?
Did you see your archaeological find across the roof of your house?
Oh, is it a dig now?
That's an archaeological dig.
Oh, what have they found?
They found an old suburb, what would have been considered Glasgow's first suburb, and it was like they've literally found like wee picket fences.
No.
Run about somebody's garden.
If that's so weird, then.
Well, I don't. Oh, I mean, it could be a wee grave or something. I don't know. So you've discovered your...
So that's not getting built anytime soon.
No, there's just social housing. It's knackered because somebody's found old social housing. Brilliant. That's great.
What was it? The gateway to the East End, they were calling it.
Gateway to the East End, which sounds like a gateway to so many other things, not just geographical.
Well, that's good. They'll stop building because that's 6 o'clock in the morning they were starting.
You're getting no sympathy for me. You're getting no sympathy for me because for 2.5 years, from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, I was having a student flats built across the road for me. Did the end they give 2 fucks? Did they?
I know, and that was like a single lane road away for you. That was close. That was the like.
I mean, I did not have my curtains open for. Remember,
you never have your curtains open.
Well, no, now.
No, you never have them anyway.
Well, no.
When was the last time you opened your curtains?
Well, I can tell you because when they started that, I shut my curtains. You can open. Now, I don't know how people choose to live their life in their own houses. Like when I live alone and I have enjoyed a refreshing shower, I like to have a stride about.
There's enough dirt on those windows that you wouldn't need to shut the curtains.
Cheeky bitch. Listen to this. Just pal. Giving you a showed up on manky windies.
I actually recently had mine cleaned.
You never done it yourself, did you? No, you paid a person. See, there we go. Oh, somebody's can't afford a private wet.
I wish I didn't have.
No, but you couldn't open the curtains at my house. You open the curtains and there's a workgate there.
Aye, I bet you with the big head of people.
There was a workgate on the scaffolding across for you. I mean, you could time it right to get the right one. Peeking out for hours.
And now you've got Jimmy, the 17-year-old student.
Because they've done something with the architecture, so the windies.
Oh.
You can't see in the windies,
and
they can't see it. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh no, it's been very considerate.
Is there actually windies?
I'm not one of these moaning bastards that I was objecting to student flats. I think.
No, it's just how the length of the build.
Because the thing, I was the length of the build, it was non-stop. That was 2.5 years. So it was, and just constant, just never ending. And I'll tell you, I don't know, but I don't know how young men do it. See that, what people call workplace banter, right? There's not a person that works in a building site that, according to banter, that works hard, can keep a girlfriend, has got a big dick. Literally every facet of their character is just ripped to shreds. None of these men go up the road on a Friday night, get full of Charlie and hang themselves. Do you know what I mean? Because that is not a healthy work. Now, I'll probably consider woke. Oh, just take the banter. But I'm afraid the statistics are on my side.
So they're not taking the banter?
They're not taking the banter. Oh, you just got to, you're a snowflake. Very good. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's a moan for another day. But 2.5 years I was subjected to that outside my window.
That was so close. Like,
I mean, it was
almost as close as that camera.
I know.
For your window.
But no, it's an improvement because what it was a hole in the ground essentially. It was just a wee car park before.
It was just a wee car park that did anyone actually own that car park? Or did somebody just
chance? Somebody made a fortune in it.
Aye, but were they legally allowed to make a fortune from it?
Who knows? There's that old myth, isn't there, about, was it Bristol Zoo or something? The guy owned there was a guy there was a bit of land in front of Bristol Zoo, and there was a man who'd been there for 40 years, and he'd been charging folk a fortune because it was a zoo car.
The zoo car park.
And It wasn't his car park. It wasn't his. It did belong to the council, but he convinced it. He'd been there that long. Nobody remembered anybody else before it. But I think that was an urban myth.
There's a TikToker called Zoe Bread that has been unearthing the issues with the legalities around car parks in Manchester.
Oh, right.
Because there's just car parks pop up and they don't have planning permission.
I think anybody with a bit of monkey ground and a rope can kind of just go, here's my car park.
She's even been on the phone to Andy Burnham, the mayor of Greater Manchester, to talk about it.
He's got nothing else to do, has he?
No. Just car parks.
Just car parks. I mean, that's sorted out the buses, the trams. There was nothing wrong. I lived in Manchester for a year. There was nothing wrong with the buses, not trams.
Do you think he should be the next Prime Minister?
No.
Neither does Emily Thornberry.
Really? No.
She very camply said,
I have to.
No, I don't.
If I have to pick a Labour person to be the next Prime Minister, I'd go for Emily Thornberry.
Oh, she's a camp.
She's got to be. You would daze her to help. Wouldn't you? You would like. Could you imagine like folk out in the streets rioting and all the rest of it? She'd just like right. Back to get home and you've got no tea and you'd be right up the road. I think she's got quite a...
I think Emily Thornberry's cap. I've always enjoyed her.
No, I don't think you'd have any bother. I think she could be. I think
that's it. Emily Thornberry for Prime Minister.
Started exclusively on
this
podcast.
Do you listen to any other podcasts?
Yes, occasionally. I used to, right before I fucked my feet. Before my feet were fucked. I'm still getting at this because before my feet were knackered, I would listen to them when I was walking. And actually, previously, like when stand-up comedy used to travel all the time, like you were up and in the country. But now trains are too expensive; they don't turn up in time, and hotels are through the roof. So there's not many comics travelling just as regularly. Yeah. So I'm not being fit for it. So I've not been doing it for years. So no, I've not been listening to as many, but I try to listen in. But my main ones were politics. I listen to. It's pure centrist dad stuff, but
I know exactly the ones you're going to
say. The rest is politics with Rory and my guilty pleasure, Mr. Alistair Campbell.
Look at your face.
I know. I despise the man. I do despise the man. I don't despise the man. I need to tell this. Right. So. Back in my previous life when I was a journalist and we were at the press fund lunch and it must have been like 2002, 2003. This is at the height of Alistair Campbell at his powers and right in the thick of the Iraq war stuff. And he was given the keynote speech at the press fund lunch. Press fund is a kind of charity thing for old journalists. Apparently I used to pay for a retirement home in Bournemouth for old alcoholic journalists to go and sit and shout and swear at one another in their twilight years, which I still want.
You want to go?
I want to go. I want to end up in that.
Bournemouth's lovely.
I know, it was my grand went every year. I was there as a child. I don't remember it, but anyway, neither here nor there. And I was, and the thing is, I'd done the anti-war march when there was. I still would argue there was 1 million people out in the streets of Glasgow, but and they said, "Oh, there was 10,000." No, you could not move. Like the Glasgow Green was full. It was. I know you can't get 1 million people in Glasgow Green, but anyway, it was huge. It was huge. The biggest march I've ever seen. So I'd been all of that very anti-war, anti that behaviour, and fully preparing to absolutely just despise Alistair Campbell. And then he walked into the room and there's like 300 Scottish journalists all boozed up. And he took to the stage and he just took everybody, jabbing his finger at everybody, spoke for about an hour. And by the end of it, I was in love. Like, he could have told me to do anything, I would have been fully. And then he played the bagpipes as well.
What?
Because he plays the bagpipes. So.
Actually, I didn't know that. Did he not play the bagpipes at someone's wedding?
Well, he goes up to Charles Kennedy's grave every year, plays the bagpipes at his grave every year, which I think is kind of a nice thing, but Alistair Campbell, he was just one of the few people that just mesmerised me, and seeing, I would have been on my knees.
I don't think he was Catholic.
Be on my knees, it'd have been better than Matthew's turkey time. Gobble, gobble. No, I know.
No.
Didn't hear that. But
Our mothers watch this.
well,
They're well versed.
Well, this is my attempt to get the mothers not to watch it. But Alistair Campbell. So I listened to that podcast. I really like the origin story. Dorian Linsky, and I can't remember the name of the other guy. That's terrible. Ian Dunt. Is it Ian Dunt? I think it's Ian Dunt. That's always really interesting to go way back into. So like just words that would be in the news that week, or that have been in the news, and just go back to see where did that all come from. So
I've found a new podcast that I like.
Go on.
I don't know if this says a lot about me,
right,
but it's called Spilt Milk.
Oh.
And it's between a dad, a relatively young dad, and his 3-year-old son.
Oh, no.
Oh, aye. It is great.
Oh, see, that's exploiting Wayne's, honestly.
Oh, no.
Oh, I've got great talent, so let's get a Wayne up and everybody go, no.
It's great fun. You're going to love it.
I know.
You're about to say that we don't know what time it is.
Oh,
well, fuck it. This could be the long podcast. It could be a short podcast.
I've got my vaccination.
I know you got here late, but we had 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So I know. Well, we're here this week.
You came in. We're here when we should be here this week. But you said 2 o'clock. You said lunchtime. I would argue lunchtime isn't 2 o'clock. Then you said 2 o'clock.
It depends. See, I still consider myself. I know we were ripped out of Europe against our will, but I still consider myself European, and 2 o'clock is a very European lunchtime.
Suit yourself, sir. And then you rocked up at 2:45.
It's not 2:45.
It fucking was
25 to 3.
You left the house at 25 to 3. Don't make me. It takes you 10 minutes to walk right.
That's not. Anyway, I was upset.
Why?
Because I never get much of sleep last night. We had a storm here.
Storm Amy. My sister's called Amy. I told her to stop farting.
Now, all I'm going to say, if they're anything like yours...
I don't know what you're on about.
So we had the storm last night, and I think I moaned about this last week, that my controlled entry door doesn't work. So when I eventually get back from Perth last night, I've been doing a gig in Perth. We drove through all the storm and all the rest of it. I wanted to Graham Mackey and Cubby. We were up at Perth Theatre. I lost the audience halfway through. I don't know what I said that upset them, but I don't know if they were upset. I think I called them old. We were having a lovely time for about 20 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes were that.
It's Perth, though.
That's Perth. Anyway, do you know what it was? I brought up.
Will nobody listening to this podcast?
No, probably not. I must have meant to plug the podcast at the end, and then at the 10 minute, I'm like,
I'm not going to bother.
We'll just not mention it, will we? I brought up Brian Suter.
Oh, but is he not from up there?
Yeah, he lives up there. Still lives up there. I think, and I don't know. I've not checked this because I'm sure did he not set up like his own church? I think he's got his own wee kind of churchy thing.
So you had all of his church.
That's the story now.
Was he there?
Brian Suter was there telling him,
Don't laugh.
Don't you dare laugh at this homosexual. I'm not having it. I made some joke about buses, but I can't remember.
Well, they're shite.
Oh, that's right.
They never run on time.
Oh, that's that's what I said. I'll probably know leave here. I went, you wake up in the morning, you'll find me under a stagecoach bus with my fuck feet and a pair of ruby slippers.
And that's what turned them off.
And they'll see me go a bit. Anyway, so I don't know whether it was but I had been banging on about my bad feet for quite a bit. There's a finite number of times you can.
I mean, I've heard it a lot of times, but we are about to talk about the aftermath of our hospitals.
Oh wait, no, I need to tell you. Right, so because I don't know where this came from. Right, so I came all the way back down to Perth, blah, blah, blah. And I woke up back at 5, right? I went to the bathroom, and I was aware that there was somebody in the close.
No.
Right? Because there's controlled entry systems and what, I'm like, sure, somebody, I could just hear grabbing about. Do you know what I mean?
Grabbing about.
Just grabbing about. And I looked at my wee peephole, but there's nobody there. But I can hear the noise.
Because you're one up.
I'm one up. So it is.
So
But they'd obviously heard me get up.
Aye.
So it was no, because I was the opening the door. I've got a big triple security locked door. You wouldn't get in that house.
Right.
Oh, you wouldn't get in that house. You'd have to smash a window and climb up a ladder if I die in that house. So I could hear the grabbing about, but they were obviously sort of gathering their belongings. That's what it was. And I was looking down the people, and I seen them. So they never came away from me. So they were clearly at my door, under my door.
Oh!
And I seen the figure going away down the stairs. And then when I realised what was going on, and then I said the strangest thing. So I opened the letterbox and went, "Don't you come back up this close, and you'll get set on fire." Where did setting fire come from? Set fire. Where did that come from? You're getting set on fire.
You are such an old woman, aren't you? You're like, open the post box.
I'm probably old the letterbox.
So you've been threatening to set fire.
And then threatening to set on fire. I now feel as if I need to get myself some kind of flamethrower or something. I'll build something with like some lighters and a can of Glade.
Might melt your PVC door before it hurts.
Where did that? I have to set fire.
So they were sat at your door. That's weird.
Well, it was the windiest night. I mean, I don't necessarily begrudge them because it was windy as hell.
Aye, but at your door.
You don't want to do that.
And imagine you walked out this afternoon and they were sleeping there.
Somebody that moved them behind. Do you know what I mean? But, if my housing association could possibly just fix
if you're listening,
the controlled entry panel, actually replace the controlled entry panel, because we know the controlled entry panel is US. Anyway, this is the
American controlled entry panel.
Utter shite, US.
Oh, all right.
That is an old World War II phrase that my grandfather used to use.
I see this generational divide that we've got.
You're learning.
Learning stuff that's fucking useless.
US. See, I bet you.
What have you got against American entry systems?
Well,
I will not utter the phrase "that's US" ever in my life.
I bet you will.
Nah.
Bet you will.
Nah.
There will be an occasion where you'll have no other option but to go see that. That's US.
Everyone will look at me really oddly.
Well, you might thrill a granny by using a bit of the old patter. You know what I mean?
Because that's what I'm in the mood. I'm in the market for thrilling old grannies.
Granny charming.
Granny charming.
Anyway.
I could see that. I've settled down.
Anyway, we should be talking about the thing we're talking about.
Aye, hearts.
Hearts.
Well, not necessarily hearts.
No, aye.
But we the first episodes we talked about ourselves at length.
At length.
2.5 hours folk listened to us. Quite a few folk as well. I got recognised in the pub last night for having a podcast.
Oh,
aye, only by Rosie, but
right, fair. So a bona fide stranger recognises in.
I'm looking forward to the moment.
I don't think.
Well,
I've had lovely messages. I've had a lot of messages.
So keep messaging us if you're listening.
Lovely Ross McClung, all the way from the States, has been listening in.
Did you know you used to live in Glasgow?
Yeah.
Does he live in the States?
He's in America.
He's a Dunfermline fan.
Oh, there you go.
Supports the Powers.
There you go.
So there's someone commented on Spotify, right? And their username was their email address. But they said that they've known us both for years. But their email address is like MVL, or like, it's just gobbledygook.
I see, there's a lot of weirdos that claim to know us.
So I don't know who it is. So I can't give them a shout out because it's just MLVW.
It's Roman numerals.
Aye. So if you're listening to episode 3, then do let us know. There's been a few comments on the Spotify. We're 5 stars. We've got.
Apparently that's useful. If people, I never date for any of this podcast. It's terrible. No, I only listen
to one of the most popular podcasts in the world.
I know, there's different things. I listen to some football ones as well, occasionally, so Celtic ones.
No, that's right.
20-minute Tims.
20-minute Tims, is that what it's called?
Yeah, because originally they were doing 20-minute podcasts, but inevitably they're all an hour and a half. Like, you need a week off your work just to listen to the one episode, which is no bad thing. Content's always brilliant. Anyway,
and the other ones have been long, girthy. People have listened to them on the drives to Wales.
Yes.
Flights.
Well,
while cleaning. I mean,
if they could now, in an ideal world, if somebody could listen to my podcast while they're cleaning your house, that would be the cherry on the cake.
You never know.
Anyway, because we're short on time.
You keep saying we're short on time, but we've got plenty.
I'm harassed.
I told you if you were going to be harassed, not to bother.
Well, I'm not harassed, but I've had the feeling of harassment.
And I told you if you were going to be feeling harassed,
it has to be done at some point.
Yes, well, I am away on holiday next week, so we need to cram in a couple of recordings rather than one a week.
One a week.
So we're not going to have much to talk about in this preamble, because I think this preamble's been quite girthy.
This is big. Just talking.
What?
It's girthy.
Well, it's lengthy and girthy. It was actually Ian Dale that I listened to Ian Dale's podcast.
Oh, I didn't do anything but having girthy. Oh.
And his podcast with Jackie Smith before she became a government minister.
Right.
What was that called again? I can't mind. I forgot. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it was with them two, and they always talked about the length and girth of their podcast. And I think we do a good.
Was Jackie Smith not the woman that had to resign because her husband was caught
watching porn in the government-funded hotel room? I don't think that's anything to do with her, really.
No, I would maybe avoid the word girthy and lengthy. No. What if I was...
They split up.
What if I was Ian Dale? Well, she'd have to save herself. In case she decided to assault her in Blackpool Pier. Anyway.
Right.
This is a nice, mild-mannered Ian Dale.
Oh, God, yeah. One incident where some journalist was attacked.
It was just a random person, but he took to them.
It wasn't random. He knows who it was.
Aye, because they appeared good.
Nobody cares about this.
Anyway.
You.
Sorry.
The first two podcasts we talked about our own, the start, the sort of... The thing that happened.
Catalyst.
The catalyst, that's a good
thing,
word.
the occurrence. The happening.
The stopping.
Yeah, the stopping.
People did enjoy the stopping.
The stopping. That's true.
But what we were going to talk about today was the sort of the aftermath, how we felt, what happened.
I know we're going to get, because I'm really meant to share my emotions today. So
that's maybe good. It won't be that lengthy.
Because there is
not just our emotions, but our actions, what we did, what happened, what we.
For those that 13, 14 weeks ago, 15 weeks ago.
14, 15 weeks ago.
You were diagnosed with heart failure.
Yes.
And 4 years ago, I had a heart attack, 3 cardiac arrests. We've been pals for 15 years.
Always try to trump me.
No, but
do you know someone said to me, did you get heart failure because you were bored of Scott getting all the attention?
Listen, I don't know if you realise, but in the Scottish circuit, right, very much a trendsetter. So, I had my heart attack, 3 cardiac arrests, and it's been nothing but imposters ever since.
Imposters. Nobody get into that.
Raymond Mearns, with stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Susan McCabe, her heart attack, you with your heart failure. Do you know what I mean? So they've just all been at it. But none of them have quite managed to do the coming back for a cardiac arrest. It's like, I feel like David Blaine. Do you know what I mean?
Get rid of that box above the Thames.
Use all Paul Daniels and play cards, something like that.
Piff the Magic Dragon. So the aftermath. God, we can't keep in the straight line, can we?
Sorry, if this annoys you, then
it's not a podcast for you.
It's not a podcast for you. But it's nice that you can see folk can still. There's life and laughter after. I don't know, after heart issues. I mean, you're still fairly fresh out the packet.
Aye, I mean, I'm still every 3 weeks changing medication.
Aye.
Like, it's a bit of a ball ache. Pharmacy's moved, though. Have you seen that? Oh, you didn't walk along the Tron Gate, do you?
Oh, is Abbey?
That's not your pharmacy.
That's no mine anyway.
I think you should.
Is Abbey Chemist moved?
Abbey Chemist moved to the social hub. It's now called the Tron Gate Pharmacy.
Well, that's back to where they were originally.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, it's nice. You're going to tell a story.
No, I can't tell that.
Go on.
No, it's not for today.
No, is it not?
No. But that's where they were originally.
So they were in that old building. All right. So it's nice and fresh and new. But I've got to the point in my journey where, and I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for this.
Okay.
I didn't have to give my name and address to get my drugs.
They just know.
They just know.
Well,
because I don't know.
That sounds like, well, I don't.
Do you get a blister back?
Because I had to pick up your tablets for you one day, and I get quite jealous.
You should get one.
I'm lucky I get the drugs.
But this,
like,
it's great.
That one, and I will not name the pharmacy.
I think you should move.
I know, but sometimes you've just got to embrace the chaos as well. But it is on the way by the health centre.
I know, but the Tron Gate's next to your house.
But I need to walk beyond my house to then go to that pharmacy to then hang about
the shop ever.
But it's not convenient. It's not convenient to me. It is. I much prefer the French farce that occurs every time I go in to that particular pharmacy.
So the pharmacy that you've got, don't name it, but is it anything like the one next to the doctor's where it takes like 45 minutes to get your prescription?
Well, they can. If you walk in with the one thing, they can be all right. They can be not too bad. They can be
see that one next to the doctor's?
Oh, right.
I sometimes think, I'll nip in.
Are you talking about the one that's in
the co-op?
The supermarket? No, I'm talking about...
I've never seen... I didn't care what they're doing. Why does it take 45 minutes?
Are they any time I went into
they're slow.
They take forever. The other one...
Your one's on it.
But no, man, it's always... there's always... And there's a woman that works in there in particular who I kind of enjoy just watching. She just looks genuinely harassed. I imagine that's how she arrives at a lot of the morning. I don't know. See, she reminds me of an old kind of cartoon hen, right? You see, a cartoon hen that's kind of, it's feathers. And it's kind of, and it's great fun watching her just, because she's been desperate she's doing her best to be absolutely the most professional she can be. But her face just is like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is a nightmare. So I quite enjoy it. I don't, if I walk in and she's behind the desk, I'm like, right, this is the way I fun all time. Do you know what I mean? She looks quite, but that's a hell of that one. And that one so this is the worst thing.
I think that one next to the doctor's has got to deal with the co-op. If you've got to wait 30 minutes for a prescription, what are you going to do? Buy stuff.
Yeah, I see.
It's a con.
It is a con.
You didn't get that at the Abbey Tron Gate Pharmacy. No, they're good. Sometimes I've waited less than 2 minutes. My mum was stopped at traffic lights, right? And I nearly got in the car, out the car and back in the car, picking up my prescription when she was stopped at those traffic lights. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the pharmacy being quick or those traffic lights in Glasgow being really slow, utter shite.
And
I had a fucked foot that day.
Oh, did you fuck foot as well?
Well, knee. But fuck foot sounds better. I like that you've got a fuck foot.
I know, but I don't want to be saying fuck all the time. Like, the worst thing that happened to me, like in that pharmacy, which I think I shared this to Facebook. Some folk will remember it. And so big queue waiting to get seen to, and I've handed my prescription in. I'm loitering about, and there's a woman, and there's a wee, literally snottery nosed Wayne. Do you know one of the Waynes? And it's all caked in, right? It's all caked in.
I'm going to say a word.
Right.
I like this word, but my mum hates it. Bogies.
Bogies. Congealed bogies.
My mum's going to be gagging at this.
Congealed bogies. Right, so it's all congealed bogies. But it's
Stop saying it.
And I had a pair of tracksuit bottoms on, silvery grey, right? And I'm just standing waiting, and the man goes and grabs my tracksuit bottom and blows his nose on my tracksuit bottoms, and I turned. I'm like, excuse me, right, what's your boy doing? And the woman's answer to this was, we've got curtains in the house, it's the same colour and material. Oh, so did your Wayne just, so now you're just telling me your Wayne just blows its nose on your curtain material? Oh, thanks a lot. Cheers, hen.
And that was our
that was it. Oh, sorry. Okay. It's with you being that tall, you'll not be able to tell the difference.
Oh, I can't tell the difference between a grown man
and a pair of trousers and a pair of curtains. And it's a bucking optician you want to take them into the pharmacy. But that was genuine. Oh, I'm off a story. We've got curtains like that. It's the same colour material. Shit, no, nobody to do that tall. You can't see. Oh, raging. Absolutely raging. But no. So I'm lucky I get my...
You're lucky you get boxed. I tell you're coming home with a big bag.
I come home with brown bags. So I look as if I've just done the shopping in an American 80s movie.
Because I recently had to fill in my travel insurance form, and
right.
it's got a drop down how many medications are you taking, and I'm in the 6+.
Oh, I am the same.
Aye,
I'm well into that as well. But it's the fact that they put them into.
That's great. It means
I
didn't have to chuck out the rubbish.
See, I've got to chuck out all the rubbish.
I didn't lose you see, that's what I'm rubbish. I'll have picked up a tab of my pills and taken them to the toilet and put them in the fridge, and I'll never be able to find them again.
Actually, I know what's happened there. So the doctor's been filling out prescriptions, ticked the box a wee bit slow.
No, I had to ask for it. I had to ask. I asked for it because...
No, the sharpness. There's a want with him.
If anyone was getting that written by a doctor, it wouldn't be me. Fucking cheeky cow. I think it's great. I just go in once a week and my drugs are lined out for me.
Oh, see, I've got to sit.
Aye, you've got to sit and day off. So how much time are you taking?
Oh, that's at least half an hour a week.
Half an hour a week? I see, no. See, instead of that half an hour, a wee walk to the Trongate Pharmacy. A wee walk to the Trongate Pharmacy would do you good, and you just pick up your wee pills. All done for you.
Poor person on there that's have to sit. That's their job to sit. I might actually apply for that job. Can I sit and fill out all the wee boxes?
Apparently...
The wee Dosette boxes.
Dosette boxes. I call them a blister pack. It says on them blister pack, but everyone else calls them a Dosette box. I don't understand it. I don't like the word Dosette.
That's because you're saying it wrong. Dosette.
No, it's Dosette.
Dosette.
Dosette. Don't fucking...
How do you say a dose?
Dose?
You're saying dos? Dosette.
A Dosette.
I mean, Dosette.
Oh, it's a Dosette box.
I know, but it's just of that era that if you didn't know how to call something, the thing was you would just stick "et" on the end of it.
Pizette. I've seen pizzette.
The kitchenette.
Kitchenette.
A servette.
Serviette.
A serviette. I just made it sound a wee bit classier.
Cassette.
A cassette,
Where did cassette come from?
I don't know.
Not exactly.
But they just stick wee bits onto it. Leatherette. She's got a lovely new leatherette sofa. You want to see it? The leatherette. She's got a lovely new leatherette sofa that she's got up beside her dance set. You know what a dance set is? Dance set is this humongous bit of furniture, right? Like bigger than a coffin, right? That plays 6 records, right?
A sort of sideboard with a vinyl player.
I think it was I'm sure that was a dance set. I might be wrong, a dance set record player. I think that's what they were called. I love the new dance set.
But back to the matter in hand. My Dosette box keeps me in track. It's good. I know what pills I have to take in the morning, the afternoon, and at night time. But I'm on a new pill.
Right, what's your new pill?
It barely fits into the fucking thing.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
It's like...
You sure that?
It's like that size.
You sure that?
It's a statin.
Was it? I will see. When my
statins are huge.
Aye, are you sure that's your statin?
Aye, because it's only a new one.
It's not.
It's not meant to go up the bum.
It's not.
It's a suppository.
It's a suppository. Yes, she's away.
There's me swallowing, man.
Eating the suppositories again. It's all right.
So this is the pharmacy episode.
This is
because we've not got anywhere beyond pharmacy.
Mine is a horrible statin, but it's just a round, but it's big.
Mine's a big oval. Anglo statin or something. I don't know. They're all different.
I don't know, it's the same stuff, really.
Aye.
It's the same, it's like...
They started me on the right big one, and then they were like, oh, if you get muscle pains, you can go down.
How big was this that you were getting muscle pains?
Apparently.
I'm getting muscle pains.
I can't go. You're in a funny mood. It's like...
Remember the giant gobstoppers I used to get for waves that were a pain in the arse? Don't go. See, yeah, I used to see it with like Iron Brew Carnival at CCC, and because that was always just at the end of the Christmas holidays. Mothers and fathers just their last fucking nerve for that. Yes, pull them out. There's still teeth attached to them.
I got rid of your what Bluetooth, yeah. It was quite as big as a gobstopper, but
no.
I do have to take. I used to be able to just take all my pills in one go, and that one I kind of have to do it on its own.
I can still just about take them on in one go, and there's ones I should be having at night.
Do you just take them in the morning? See, that's why the Dosette box would be helpful.
No, because if I don't, because I've got a Dosette, I've got my own Dosette box.
Oh, you've got your own one.
I transfer it, then I put the night tablets. So
that's about yours.
It's a lovely rainbow colour.
Oh, of course.
My mammy went and got them. Lovely wee rainbow colour, and they did have the days of the week on them.
Have you scratched them off?
I know I scratched them off. It's been 4 years.
Oh,
you know,
it's been well used.
It has been well used. So, but there's half and two, so you get daytime, a morning, and a night time. But I never think I put the thing back in the corner. I never think to look at it again at night. And so the pharmacist, the actual pharmacist that works at the GP's place, the one that dispenses. I was because I said, well, you really should be taking. You get better benefit if you take it at night, but you really should be taking them. I would rather you took them every day rather than not at all and forget. So I just take them in the morning. I know it's not ideal. Life is not ideal.
No, it's not.
We just have to sort of navigate our own way through these bizarre issues.
See, when you got discharged from hospital, what was that like? Because you were discharged during COVID, right? I was discharged on a Friday. I think you were just...
No, I was
the first. Oh, that was
the first time. We will get we're kind of going to talk about the second time of the day, but we don't have time now.
No.
But the first time I was released on Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
It was a Saturday.
And like, did you get any information? Did you feel like you were well briefed?
I mean, I kind of.
Did a doctor speak to you?
I think so. I seem to remember. Me quite happy. Aye, they were happy enough with everything they'd done. They weren't concerned. It was just a case of take your tablets. You'll be in touch. The cardiac rehab team would be in touch, and that was really about it. And it was just a case of take your meds, and do as you're told with the rehab team.
I waited for 6 hours,
Right,
and then got handed a bag of pills and was told, "See you later."
Oh, what did you want?
They didn't even tell me what the pills were.
Fireworks, a marching band. Do you mean?
I went round the ward. Thank you. And I'm like, fucking get it. It just felt a bit like random.
I know what you mean.
And then they handed me a discharge note that was all letters and numbers and IV this and but like I couldn't work out, so I typed it all out into ChatGPT and it helped me. Well, I know exactly what happened because of ChatGPT.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if you last as long as I did.
Well, I've not been back in hospital in 15 weeks.
Well, there we go. No, I get what you mean. I'm not making light of it because to you it is the most dramatic thing that's ever happened in your life, and it's terrifying. And you kind of think, oh, like they'll need to make sure that I've got. But the information, there's not an awful lot you can do other than as you're told and take your pills. I mean, that's it. I mean, and this is one of the things I always really appreciated about Janie. When Jenny Godley, when she was talking about cancer, and all that side, I'm going to fight cancer, I'm going to bravely fight it. And she's like, oh, shite, you can't do anything, you've not got an option. Right? You just
do what you're told.
You just do what you're told. You take your tablets, and that's it. You're not fighting any harder or any less hard than somebody else. You just do what you're told. Do you know what I mean? No.
What I did appreciate was, so I got discharged on Friday. On the Monday, the GP, 3 different people phoned me from the GP practice.
They're lovely in there.
I know.
They're very, very good.
The pharmacist phoned me to make sure I had all the pills I needed. The advanced nurse practitioner phoned me just to check in. And the doctor phoned just to check in.
See, and I'm like...
See, so we had different experiences.
Yes, we did have this was a different GP. So we now...
Oh, you changed GPs, didn't you? You had to change
a year after, because I was going to commit...
You were going to do 10 years in jail.
I was going to go 10 years in jail with this GP. Absolutely atrocious. So I heard nothing from a GP for a good year. And then I've got this very attractive ingrown hair just above this nipple, right? And I didn't know that's what it was at the time. So it was just this kind of lumpy thing. So I booked to see the GP for that. I was in the GP, my appointment was at 10 past 10. And I walked into that GP. He hadn't seen me since prior to COVID. I was 10 stone heavier, had a heart attack and 3 cardiac arrests, and I asked him about a lump in my tit. And he went like that. He put a rubber glove on and went like that. Nothing to worry about, and sat back in his seat. Right? And then turned round and went, is there anything else I can help you with? And I went, if you don't think there's anything else we should be talking about, then I suppose I'll just go. And I was out of the room within a minute. That was how uninterested this GP was. And that is a GP that our family have been with since the practice opened in like 1880. So I think,
and what we both know now from our experience with our GP is
with the new GP,
with the new one, is that it's no like they've got the time to have a chat with you.
Oh, he barely turned round to go, because I was standing till just put my shirt on, and is there anything else? All right, but so when I have it, because that was your catalyst. That was my final straw, and I changed to the next GP. And it was a third GP who's wonderful. And actually, bless him, like he nearly so I registered and then he phoned just come in because you're a new person. And I went away and he clearly read my file and he's going through, oh, your heart attack, and then what is it you're on? So it turns out the medication I was on was the lowest of all the doses, the entry level doses I should have been on, like, but you've got to ramp them up. You've got to titrate them up. Oh, there we go. Here's a teaching moment.
I've never heard that. What
Titration, yes. You titrate your dosage, you build it up. And so he was like, oh, your medication is all far too low. It needs to be higher. But so he set me up with a pharmacist, and then he was asking just different things. And then we're just sitting, it was the end of the thing, and he went, and how are you, Scott? I went, sorry? He went, how are you and yourself? So I've seen you've had mental health things going on in the past, and just wanted, is you all right? And I burst out greeting, like properly greeting for him like that. Oh, it's the nicest thing at any time. That bastard up, he would have asked you on that. Like, properly. You're just asking, look, you're my doctor and you're just asking how I am and myself. I was in tears. It was the nicest thing anybody's ever done. There's pretty along the road, excuse your tits when you're nice on you go. Oh, that's just an ingrown hair, nothing to worry about. And issues like that.
They are good.
Oh, they are very good. So, actually, I don't know if it's right or wrong to name check them, but it's...
No, well, we're going to get little business cards with a podcast on it, so we can give them, and then we can see if they're going to be listeners.
See if I was in that practice 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day.
You wouldn't want to listen to us.
Talk
shite about our hearts.
I mean, they're very caring people, but I doubt they want to listen to us when they're in their bath with a glass of champagne, because I assume that's how doctors live. Bathing with champagne.
So other than the pharmacy and your GP appointments afterwards, how did you feel after?
Well, no, sorry. So the point I was making before I went away. I get how you're saying, oh, I only got X, Y, Z when I left, because to you that is the biggest thing. It's traumatic. It's a huge. You've been told something because your heart's your most vital bloody organ, and somebody tells you there's something seriously, wrong with it. Can't fix it. Blah blah blah. But it's still there's this kind of. It's, I don't know, that particularly when you're that bit younger, it's that peeling of the fucking onion of invincibility away from you, so you start to feel really kind of vulnerable. And you expect that there should be a bigger song and dance about it.
Well, I think it was more
like, do it all the time.
I think it was more about knowing what was going to happen and when. And that, I guess, is a bit of a problem in the health services. They didn't know when.
No.
If I'd have known that my GP would have phoned me 3 times on the Monday, I'd have been like, right, cool, that's all I need to know.
Right.
Because then at least I have the opportunity to ask some questions.
The poor people in the hospital can't say that because they don't know. They didn't know.
Because I could have gone to your site GP.
You could have been my site GP.
Who wouldn't talk to me for a week?
Who never came anywhere near me for a year.
That's mental. Whereas they were on the phone, and that was when I think I felt a bit more confident in what the next steps were.
Yes.
Because I knew that there was essentially 3 people in one GP surgery looking out for me. And that week I also got the letter with my heart failure clinic appointment.
Aye, so it all comes in.
It all came in. It just didn't come in at the time that I maybe felt like I needed it. Which was after the 10 days of trauma.
I suppose it's that kind of, it's almost like when my parents tried to teach I went to swim, and there's that.
You just threw in.
And that's it. You've been in you've had the wee arm things on, and then somebody takes them on, you're like, so you have that wee panicky period before you go, actually, all right, they're still there behind. You've got all that reassurance about you. And you've not really had any medical issues before. I've had a couple of things. So my faith, to an extent, in the system, I know that'll kind of, they will kind of come round you at some point. Because other than, as I say, previously, I was never ever impressed with my GP, and I hadn't done for a long time.
And I think that's
generally,
it's quite a normal thing for people to not be impressed by their GP as well, which makes us having a good GP now all the more like sort of wonderful. Because
we're no name checking them. No, we'll never get an appointment after that. I'll be
we're no name checking.
I'm telling you,
we're going to gatekeep that.
We have to go. We've actually got to go 300 miles to get to a GP.
It's ages.
It's ages away. That's Carnoustie. We'll see a GP Carnoustie.
50 GP's office in Carnoustie.
So no, I get that. So because it does feel like the biggest thing, and and all the mad questions you kind of have as well. Like from my perspective, it was like, and I knew they'd put the stent in. They opened up the artery, but there's that. Well, and they just go, what if that just happens again? But they've looked at everything, like, it's no likely to happen again. But in your head, there's, I've just died 3 times. And is that possible? That could just, and how long do you know what I mean? And this is how long is a piece of string? How long do you get after you've had 3 cardiac arrests? Surely your time is now finite, and you've got all these mad questions, which isn't the case. It's as up in the air as it is for anyone else. And you just don't, you don't know that, but there's also, you have to get comfortable again with just not knowing certain things.
No. And having to know.
And the thing is, you never knew these things in the first. Prior to that,
didn't know what your heart thing did.
No, you didn't know any of that shit anyway. And you get about your day perfectly oblivious and fine. But now you're like,
I've not had my results from my MRI yet. I didn't know what's going on in there. But you never knew.
You never knew. So
and I guess that's also a bit of what's different with me. People always say, "Oh, do you feel better now?" And there's some reasons why I feel better now, which are because I'm no drinking and I'm no taking any drugs and I'm looking after myself. But I never felt bad before. I never had a pain. I never had a moment. I mean, my moment was falling off a bike, and it was an inconvenience more than it was, catastrophic. It just led me to go to the doctor. So it's a good thing I fell off the bike.
Yes, very much.
But it was
you
had a fucking catastrophic incident.
But in the run up to that, which I came with, was in hindsight, I realised, I wasn't feeling well. No. I was feeling it really difficult to get about, and it's difficult. And I was like, because I'm struggling to get about at the minute, but it's a different type of struggling. This is a very physical. I have problems with my knees, problems with my feet, and it's weight related. Whereby this was very much, I was struggling about, struggling for breath.
Yeah.
And that was for like the kind of 1.5, 2 years prior to the heart attack. Mm-hmm. That was, and it kind of really ramped up. So I was aware that I felt I was just generally slowed down and lethargic. And I don't know, that sounds stupid because I wasn't, not really that old, but going, well, that's me just, I was approaching 40. Well, I've never been approaching 40 before. So you just have to, you just go, well, is this just what approaching 40 is? You're like, Jesus Christ, you kind of look around at folk like, I'm half putting a shift in there. if this is how they're all feeling, they were other crabbing bastards, But you don't realise that that's not, everyone else at 40 wasn't feeling like that. They're coming up for 40. So that when people said, how do you feel, after it, how do you feel? And I mean, I think I said this last week, as soon as they inflicted that,
instant
relief. I got an absolute instant relief. I would have been out, like, if they had allowed me, I'd have been out the door, not be dancing. Do you know what I mean? techno granddad. You know what I mean? Yeah, just I'll get 3 cardiac arrests this afternoon. This evening, fucking dancing. But it was so it dramatically felt that good after it. I mean, I never slept for 2 days because I was buzzing. But then after that, you were then aware, like, so when I got out on the Saturday when I went to stay at my mother's, and then that tiredness and that, right, some majors happened to your body, that really that kicked in, where you were sleeping a lot and you just had to allow yourself to sleep.
And how long did you convalesce at your mother's?
I think we were about 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, was it that long?
It was as long as that, I think so.
Because I came round to your mum's a couple of times.
No, right, because he was a big sweetheart, right? Didn't even and I don't think you were, because it was COVID times, and you would cycle all the way from the East End of Glasgow, and a right hilly bit to get to my mother's in the countryside.
And now I've got a fuck knee for it.
Yeah, got a fuck knee for it. So I'd really appreciate that, and everybody that visited, but you made particular effort because the rest of them had motors. That was nice. Do you know what I mean? But you actually kind of battled through.
You got a good feeding.
Ethel,
There'd be a whole slab of biscuits put next to me, and I was like, Ethel, you're going to have to move them or they're getting finished. And they wouldn't move.
So I really appreciated that time. But that time, and it's a strange thing because you go from wanting to do things to not want to do things, and being able to do things and then not being able to do things. Which is that's probably because we're going to end up too long if I get into this. So I'm not going to get into it.
Well, I'll check what time we're on.
I'm going to check what time we're on. Because I think we're well over the hour.
Oh, we're not well over the hour, but we're at an hour. That was good timing.
That's good time.
I mean, what we could do is we can start to wrap up now.
Yes.
We'll leave that story because we're going to come back.
And we'll do the aftermath.
Yeah.
Sort of a bit more, and
we'll not have anything to say about our week in the next one.
Well,
we'll record it tomorrow.
Yes.
And because I'm going on holiday.
So that's what's all right.
Aye.
We never even planned that.
We didn't know. We just sat down and started yapping.
All right,
we didn't even know how long we'd been talking. I quite like that actually, but we need some sort of plan.
We need some kind of plan because if I go into this,
that's another hour.
That's another hour
because we'll go off on side tangent.
So
what we do want is some questions, some stories, something to help guide the future episodes of the podcast as well.
It's not just going to be us yattering like this every week.
No,
unless you really want it. But
I think they're enjoying it, but we need to. We wanted this to be not just 6 episodes.
And we've got a couple of wee plans. We'll maybe mention that after tomorrow's one.
I will do it. But when I'm back from holiday,
the next episode.
No.
We'll maybe mention that because it would be nice to get a wee kind of community going.
No,
it'd be nice to get a wee kind of
community. It already feels like we're sort of building a nice group of people. It's been lovely to hear your nice comments. Now, if we've got any questions of anything that you've heard on the podcast, about our experiences, or just a question that you've always wanted to ask either one of us, or if it's something that your own experience that you've had that we could maybe delve a bit deeper into and have a talk about, then it'll help our future episodes.
Do you know what's going to be fun? Just going to be fun because I've got no idea what my hair looks like. He's sitting like that.
It looks good. I mean, not so much now that you've done that.
I never realised that was like that. I forgot that I'd done that at the start. So when I tune in myself,
you didn't watch.
I don't watch. Because see, if I watched it, I would never do it again.
You must be watching all these clips that go up on social media. You're like, fuck's sake.
I know. So I felt like, turn that way, pretend it's somebody else. It's like, look at
So yeah, get in touch. Remember to rate the podcast wherever you listen to yours. If it's on Spotify, there's 3 wee dots that are vertical dots. You click on that and you click rate. I've had to tell people how to do it so many times. I wouldn't know. So. And on Apple, I can't mind, but maybe some of the content over the next week, I'll explain how it's done.
Well, that's been lovely. So
it's been right nice. Eh?
You enjoy your holiday.
No, I suppose in the chronology
of
this podcast.
Oh yeah, and I'll ask you all about your holiday tomorrow. You can make your holiday up.
Thanks for listening or watching to Matters of the Heart and Other Failures with me, Nathan Sparling.
And me, Scott Agnew.
We'll see you again next week.
Bye. Bye.